kann. Die ist ja anscheinend hier hinten. Ah, there you are. You certainly didn't waste any time. Looks like there's something strange going on with the water here. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it, but something feels off. There's an abnormality in the spirit range, maybe caused by the Great Twilight. You already know how to cut right to the chase, don't you? Essentially, yes, that is the case. The springs actually linked by spirit vein to hotspots of mana all throughout Elbonia. The Twilight seemed to be the most likely cause of the corruption here. We could simply have Road purified by force, but her mana is far too strong for that. An unskilled hand could throw things all out of balance, so what I'd like to do here is conduct a proper purification ritual. I think I get where this is going. As for what we can do though, I assume you want us to go to each of those spots you mentioned. Exactly right, it will take no small amount of effort. But the situation isn't particularly severe either. I've no trouble holding things off for the moment if you're busy. What do you say? Well, natürlich helfen wir. We'd be more than happy to help. We've made some good use of these springs ourselves after all. Ja, und gute Thumbnails. Where exactly are we headed? And what do we do once we get there? I believe these should answer your question. Ash Steak? Aber es steht doch hinter uns. Ash. Of all wood. It's particularly conductive of mana, right? Right. I'd like for you to drive a stake into each location where these abnormal phenomena are occurring. Doing so should allow us to conduct the purification ritual from here. My divinations were able to squeeze 3 of these hotspots. The first is closer to Ulster. Make your way to Osgiliath Basin and you'll soon be near it. The next lies around Mirsante. It should be somewhere on a path leading toward the hill. And finally there's one on Bryonia Island, though where exactly I can't be too sure. The divinations mark its location as the center of the isle. I imagine it may be hidden amidst the terrain. Got it, just leave all the searching to us. We'll try not to keep you waiting. Much appreciated, I wish you luck. Die Hotspots, ja, schöner Name. So, wir müssen, was war das? Osgiliath Basin. Gucken, ich vermute, wir können auf der Karte sehen, wo genau es ist. Hoffentlich. Oh, direkt hier links, ja, wow. Das... Ah, okay, okay. This must be the place. Didn't take us long to find this one, huh? Yes, it's just like the hot spring in Erin. It must be connected to spirit veins. I see, it's the same place. Are you okay, Instructor Wien? Do you know something about this place? Just a little. I was passing through an assignment for the government. I went out one night to do some training and discovered this spring. No one was around, so I got right in and enjoyed myself for a while. Of course, back then it wasn't this weird color. Weren't you on a mission? Dude, you like hot spring way too much. It's very much like our instructor to go into a random hot spring he came across while training. Anyway, when I came back the next day, there was no sign of it anywhere. I asked around town and they said it sounded like a fairy spring from their old folk tales. I guess it must be connected to Erin somehow. A hot spring that disappears and reappears at random. It does sound like something out of a fairy tale. Well, I'm pretty sure we've got the right place. Let's drive in the stake Jalia gave us. Okay, this looks good. Now we only need to find the other 2 spots. They found the first hotspot spring and used the ash stake. Das nächste war in der Nähe von Missant hat auch noch was Neues, okay. Stimmt. In Missante, da war ich noch gar nicht. Ganz vergessen, dass ich mich auch dahin teleportieren kann. Ah, die Chapel, okay. Ich dachte schon, das ist ein Zeichen, aber das ist ein Zeichen der Kirche, okay. Ist nix. Mal gucken, ob hier irgendwie noch was Interessantes zu kaufen gibt. Kriegen wir vielleicht hin, weil sie jetzt endlich wer Diana ist. Girly Plush. Einfach mal mitnehmen. Schade. Wie gesagt, Waffen kümmere ich mich, wenn ich alle Quests fertig habe. Dann habe ich auch nochmal ein bisschen Geld wieder. Die drei. Ist das Mary? Ja. Und Bridget? Interessant. Hier hoch. Diana hier drin, bitte. Du bist nicht Diana. Hier drin vielleicht? Okay, interessant. Und bei dir kalt auch gebaut. Ah, ne. Shop. Buy. Bait. Sell Fish. Trade. Ja, ist gerade nichts Interessantes, was der an Sachen da hat. Ist Diana vielleicht hier unten? Wo ist die? Die ist ja vom Erdboden verschluckt einfach. Am Ende treffen wir sie auf dem großen Treffen, wo everyone is there. Und sie auch dann. Wäre interessant. Ne, wo wollte ich hin? Rund um Missante. Das heißt Missante By Road. Da irgendwo sollte das sein, ne? Vielleicht auch auf den Avon Hill, das wäre interessant. Könnte ich die... Ah, ne, da unten. Ist tatsächlich in der Nähe der Avon Hill zumindest. Okay. Wo ist denn eigentlich das Monster, was ich besiegen muss? Das ist... Dein Teleportationsstein. Okay, das ist schon mal gut zu wissen. Da komme ich dann gleich ganz am Ende ziemlich schnell hin. Lass mich raten, Wien sagt gleich wieder, dass er schon mal in dieser heißen Quelle gebadet hat. Wow, finding a hot spring here of all places pretty wild. This is it, right? Right, this place has to be connected to Aaron through the spirit veins. This is a pretty choice spot. Close to the track, but not out in the open, so it still feels private. The wind rolling over the hills and the sound of the occasional passing train could really add to the atmosphere. Sometimes I forget just how enthusiastic you get about hot springs, instructor. It's a family business after all. He sees these things differently from the rest of us. There are healing springs kind of like this one in the northern part of the North Highlands. Focus everybody, let's drive in the steak that Delia gave us. Oh, ich hoffe, wir müssen nicht... What two down? Only one left, guys. Ich hoffe, wir müssen nicht in die North Highlands in diesem Spiel. Bitte nicht. Ich mag Gaius. Aber die North Highlands müssen wir uns nicht nochmal angucken. Inside Cavern. Mal gucken, das... Wahrscheinlich, wenn es drin ist, klingt das nach Spot, wo es am ehesten sein würde. Tatsächlich. Oh. There it is. Wow, of all the places for it to be. But there's no mistaking that color. Yes, this plate must be connected to Aaron Village through the spirit veins. A naturally occurring hot springs. Nature sure is wonderful. It's a good size too, considering it connected to the other side. Once it's purified, we should all come back here and... Instructorine, control yourself. Please come down, Instructor. There was nothing like this the last time we were here. Anyway, we should get on with driving in the stakes. Let's work out which side we need to do it from. And that's the last one. This should be enough to begin the purification ritual. Let's head back to Aaron and check in with Dahlia. Alles klar, Sutherland, Aaron Village. Ich habe auch gerade jedes Mal in die falsche Richtung geklickt, um am schnellsten zum Punkt zu kommen. Wow. I see you've driven the 3 stakes in as I requested. Magnificently done. We should begin the purification ceremony at once. Wien, if you would. Me? Yes, you. Your status at the sacrifice to the twilight allows you to synchronize with Urbonia's spirit veins more readily than most. Entering the spirit spring and unifying your heart and soul with the waters will make the ritual that much easier. Though it'd be even more effective if you entered in with a partner. You mean... Wait a second, you can't be serious. Does it have to be someone of a particular gender or someone exceptional special to Wien? Those things are of no relevance whatsoever. This ritual aligns the macrocosms of this world's spirit veins with the microcosm of humanity, cause them to resonate together. Okay. The process is simply easier with 2 participants rather than just one. Wie kompliziert wollen Sie das Saubermachen einer heißen Quelle machen? Ja. That's all there is to it. I guess no reason to feel embarrassed, right? After all the prep work we've put into this, you can't expect to turn back now. Go ahead and choose someone, Instructor. Alright, just give me a moment to think it through. Oh. Ich nehm mal Laura. Tora kann ich allein nicht wählen. If it's necessary for the ritual, I don't mind lending you a helping hand. Appreciate it, Laura. Shall we get started then? Das ist doch ein schönes Thumbnail. Oh, ich sollte mir gleich noch selbst machen. Mein Magen fängt gerade an zu knurren. Ich hoffe, man hört den Aufnahme nicht. Thus were the Iron Village hot spring completely purified. The hot spring discovered elsewhere were also purified and can now be used freely. Der Ceram-Capsule. Gibt's hier... Jetzt gibt es was weiteres. Randy und Theo. Machen wir auch... Kennen wir noch nichts. Randy und Theo mitnehmen. Ja, no loading. Sehr langes Laden gerade, okay. Ich tu mal Ash und Gaius raus. Alter, so viele Charaktere. Also an Charakteren mangelt dem Spiel definitiv nicht. Erst recht nicht an spielbaren Charakteren. An generellen Charakteren auch nicht. Da gibt's. Ich meine, ne, fast jeder random NPC hat einen Namen, von daher. Reen and the others enjoyed the hot springs and took their time resting in the village. By some stroke of fate, an unexpected combination of people ended up soaking in the springs together. Ah, this is amazing. You said it, I missed this place. It was a damn shame they closed it down for a while because of all the great Twilight commotion. You must be happy, Instructor Reen. I imagine a hot spring maniac like you would be going into withdrawals with it down. You sure have your quirks, love for hot springs and Elise. You morph into a whole different person when it comes to her. Oh, really? I never realized. Elise and I spent a couple of weeks together. She's one of the sweetest girls I've ever met. How can I put it? She has that Urbonian dignity about her, but is still so approachable. I appreciate hearing that, Tio. You still have the room to grow, just like anyone else, but she really is incredible. I thank Adios every day for having the perfect sister. Well, he's past the point of no return, ain't he? That's really saying something, given we're not even blood related. Makes you feel bad for Elise getting so smooth with all that attention, though it is possible she likes it. I'm starting to think Reen and Lloyd share some things in common, despite their main differences. How so? Let me guess, they're about clueless when it comes to interpersonal relationships. You know, I really have to thank you again, Tio, Randy, for sticking with me this long. What was this on? No need to thank us, we instructors gotta look out for each other, right? And the Crossbelt Police and Epstein Foundation can't turn a blind eye on what's happening in the Empire. Not to mention my hometown, Remiferia, been dragged into all of this chaos as well. Ah yeah, we did have a bad feeling about that, and we've run into some people that seem to be involved. Well, all that aside, you do have my utmost gratitude for helping me get Elise back. Assuming we eventually sort out this mess, would you all do me the favor of the honor of visiting my own hometown, Emir? And that invitation extends to everyone in the SSS once the Meadow of Crossbow regained its independence and settled too. Oh, thanks, Reen. It means a lot from Instructor Reen. I agree with him. As complex of an issue it may be, I believe Crossbow should be independent. And I imagine that the same is true for many others in Class 7 and Source. I really appreciate that, Kurt. So, your hometown's known as the Hot Springs Paradise, isn't it? The best Albony has to offer from what I heard from Elise. If that's the case, I'd really like to bring along Kia and everyone else in the special support section. And maybe a few others? Noel, Fran, Riksha, and Sully and Ilya. Oh, and you can't forget Cecile and Shizuku, of course. I mean, why stop there? Gotta bring the section chief and Wadey and Johnster, Arias and Dudley too. And let not leave us Side and Cobb. Everyone is welcome. I know one in up there the Phoenix Wings, but there's plenty of rooms. Ich glaube, dieses Zusammentreffen von diesen ganzen Leuten mit Reen und dem Cast, ich glaube, das wäre ein reines, sag mal so ein rein, jeder, der die alle Spiele gespielt hat, würde er wahrscheinlich einfach nur Gasm, ein richtiger Gasm wäre das. Palm. Byroad? Nein, ich würde in Palm in die Stadt. White Footpath and Traveling In. Hast du hier irgendwie... Nee. Alles klar, dann jetzt hier hoch. Achso, das ist der Shop von unten, ich dachte gerade schon. Hallo. Helena, Luna, Eclair, where are you? Been waiting and waiting. We couldn't have gone to the wrong place, could we? We were to meet at the favorite inn. Pardon me, we are here about your request for help. Oh, excellent. Would you help me finding my family? It may be a bit time-consuming if that's alright. Sure, why don't you tell us the whole story? Now, where should I begin? Even we nobles have been rather busy lately with the current situation going on. I've been liquidating some of my assets to raise funds for the army. My wife's family has been doing the same. She returned to her father's estate to supervise the liquidation, taking our daughter and our maid with her. Oh, I see now. You must be feeling lonely without him. I am, yes, but it's only temporary. It's nothing compared to what families of the average soldier have to endure. Anyway, everything was more or less sorted, and I thought the chance to meet up with them could be a break for us all. So I sent them this letter. I'm so glad you're finally coming home. I'll meet you halfway so we can travel together from there. I'll see you at the inn that serves those pies you love so much in our favorite town to relax in. Been waiting here, but there's been no sign of my wife or our daughter. Did they get lost on the way? Were they caught up in some incident? So worried. My stomach's in knots. I completely understand. I assure your wife knew this was where you meant. Absolutely, the chicken pies are unforgettable. Nothing extravagant, but the flavor was simply perfect. My wife and daughter loved them. That might be true, but your letter sounded really vague. Maybe your family went to a different place that also had good pies? We don't mean to be dismissive of your worries, sir, but this does seem like the most likely explanation. That hasn't crossed my mind. I thought this was the only place it could possibly be, but... Well, you seem to be expert on this kind of thing. Please find my family. We will, I promise. Und jetzt alle Orte, wo Kuchen serviert wird, abgrasen. Being in their favorite town to relax in, and they like the pies. Well, this is probably a good place to start looking. Got to be somewhere as quiet and peaceful as Palm, at least. Auster and Miss Hunter are likely candidates as well. There's also a place on the road to Lamar, but I guess it doesn't count as a town. The town has to have an inn with great pies too. That's something to go on at least. Alles klar. Mir gerade aufgefallen ist, ich habe nicht die richtige Party dabei. Aber ich vermute, dass wir nicht campen müssen. Das ist okay. Schauen wir mal. Elster könnte gemeint sein. Wo haben wir hier denn das Inn? Sunny Spot Inn. Aber warum nicht schicken? Ich habe noch Schicken im Kühlschrank, das könnten wir machen, aber das wollte ich mir eigentlich auch sparen. Dann wird wahrscheinlich Miss Sante sein, I guess. Ja, Miss Sante sehr beruhigend. Und du schon wieder. Nilton, du bist mir noch nicht so ganz geheuer. Du scheinst auch hier das Unclouded Eye zu haben und das ziemlich ausgeprägt. Ah, das ist die Frau. Oh, what is keeping my husband Luna and Eclair? I really want to eat this place's fish pie with the whole family. Do you think that could be... Yeah, it might be one of Lord Quinn's family members. Pardon me, may we ask you a question? So you mean my husband is waiting in Palm? I mean, I really love Palm, but did you forget about how we all talked about how Miss Santa and its beautiful scenery is the best? My husband even said that this win is the best because it'll fix up a fish pie using the fish we catch as a family. I can't believe it, he just does whatever comes to his mind. Can't say I didn't expect this. I think they've completely misunderstood where they were supposed to be meeting one another. Is that why Luna and Eclair aren't here too? Now that you mention it, your daughter and the maid aren't here with you, huh? Yes, there was some luggage I want to sort out, so they left before I did. That's what happened. They may have gone to the wrong town as well. Somewhere else, I can't think of anywhere else they could be. This is Luna we're talking about, so it's completely possible that she completely ignored the town part of the directions. Understood. In that case, we'll continue to look for them. Thank you for your help. Okay, dann bin ich mir ziemlich sicher, wo sie ist. Old Lamar Road, West Lodge. wird sie wahrscheinlich hier oben rumtreiben. Yep. What's taking mother and father so long? Don't they know how long it's been since we've all been together as a family? Lady Luna, are you sure we're in the right place? Master Quintletter told us to meet at the inn that served those pies you love so much in our favorite town to relax in. Of course I'm sure, besides this is the only inn in town, and the pie they serve at this lodge is some of the best I've ever tasted. But Lord Quint's daughter and the maid right there, isn't it? Sorry to interrupt, but we might be able to help you out. What father's actually waiting at the inn in Palm? I guess the chicken pot pie they have there is pretty tasty. I knew this couldn't have been where he meant. Sorry for putting you to all this trouble. Have you found mother some place else already? Yep, we ran into her in the Sunday at the White Birch Inn. I knew it, the place has the best fish pie in all of Lamar. The menu could give this place a real run for its money, but I'd still rather have the walnut pies from here any day. Glad to hear it. In any case, let's get you two back to Lord Quinn over in Palm. Helena, Luna, Eclair. I was so worried about you. I feared you got lost or that something happened to you. Still shaking from the nerve. Dad, you were that worried? I'm sorry for worrying you so much. It's entirely my fault, sir. I should have been the one taking the lead. Dear, I'm so sorry you made you worry to think we'd end up causing you so much stress. There's nothing to forgive, my love. I'm just so relieved to see you. As I am to see you, but I have to tell you this, my dear. The description you gave us, favorite town and those pies we love so much. Anyone would think it was the White Birch Inn at Mesante. It was you who went to the wrong place, not us. What are you saying? I obviously meant the White Footpath Tavern and Inn in Palm. I thought you meant North West Lodge. Miss, each location we visited on our family trip was the most wonderful place. Eclair's right. Just as Eclair says, isn't it? When it comes down to it, every place we visited could be a contender for favorite, couldn't they? I suppose, once this war's over, we should travel together again. Let's continue making precious memories as a family. We'll discover more and more places we like as well, okay? What a wonderful idea. Yay, I can't wait. Be honored if I could accompany you all. Thank you so much for finding my family. Without your help, it might have taken days or even weeks before we were reunited. I'm in your debt. It was our pleasure. We can imagine how terrible it is to be separated from your loved one. I'm just glad we were able to be of assistance. I hope you'll always get along as well as you do now. Die Quest, ja, war auch ziemlich einfach. Impenetrable Shield, oh. So, dann würde ich sagen, kümmern wir uns jetzt um... Das ganz nach hier, Avon Hill, Teleportation Zone, um das Wanted Monster. Ich lasse einfach die Party jetzt so. Wie sieht es auch mit dem CP? Den die Umgebung mal geladen hat. Bei allen ziemlich voll. So, ich habe alle drin, die Angriffsdinger machen. Kümmere mich um dich. So, okay.
Ready yourselves.
Du sieht nicht so terrifying aus wie das andere Vieh, was wir mal bekämpft haben. Aber du bist auch. Wobei, der sieht schon cool aus. I guess. Not sure. Battle go. Guarding the Gate of Gehenna? Oh Gott.
I'll handle this.
Oh, da unten sind ja noch mehr. Greifen wir nur die an. Und die da unten auch noch analysieren.
I'll handle this.
Battlescope.
Yeah.
Behold, the dual blade.
Und zack. Und zack. Und das tut ja auch richtig schön wie Ashen Crimson Leaf. Sehr schön. Die Hälfte knapp und Twin Attack. stark.
Let's go.
Swappen wir dich mal aus mit Theo.
I leave it to you.
I'll take over.
Isel.
Hope you're ready.
Ether-Strike. Na, kennen wir auf jeden Fall noch nicht, dann schauen wir uns den auch mal an.
Orbital driver to maximum output. Ether strike.
So. Das hat auch eine ganze Menge Schaden gemacht. Das leider auch. Wobei nicht so viel wie das die eine Attacke.
I'm up.
Nee, Swap. Randy.
Good luck. I got this.
Und Berserker. Das kennen wir schon. Reicht das? Ja, tatsächlich. Ich glaube, so viele S-Quests habe ich noch für kein Monster gebraucht.
Knocked him right into next week.
Sehr gut.
All right. Got it.
I must continue to train.
Yay, I did it!
Blue Oratorio, okay. Noch ein Bonding Point, oh. Dann gehen wir mal zurück auf die Merkaba. Frage ist, an wen verbrauchen wir den Bonding Punkt? Gerade auch, wenn wir erstmal die Party wieder richtig aufstellen, so wie es sich gehört. So, Reen natürlich noch ganz vorne. Theo raus für Ash. Und Randy raus für... Wen hatte ich dabei? Music, glaube ich, oder? Music oder Altina? Gaius, genau, ich hatte Gaius. So. Wir hätten Emma oder Yuna. Aber erstmal gehen wir duschen. Hier unten. Um 100 CP auf jeden schon mal zu bringen wieder.
This is nice.
Auch hier gerade auch mal die Quest abgeben. Wir dann überlegen, Emma oder Yuna.
Let's see how you did.
Ich glaube,
Thanks, everyone. Great job. See you later.
ich nehme Emma. Emma, you okay there? Oh, Reen, something on your mind? Well, I do have a proposal, request rather, that I'd like to make of you. Would you happen to have any time to spare? Ja, klar. Sure, I don't know how useful I'll be, but I'd be happy to help. Great, thank you so much. Would you mind coming down to the surface with me? There's somewhere I'd like to go. I don't mind at all, but where are we headed exactly? Don't worry, it's nowhere you haven't been. Schade. Ich würde gerne zu Orten gehen, wo wir noch nie waren. Aaron. Roselia's atelier. This is where you grew up, huh, Emma? I guess Rose isn't here right now. No, she left a while back. She said she had some business to attend to. I got her permission to use it though, so that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, that's good. Something seems weird here. I asked you to come here for one reason. The curse that afflicted you. The thing that keeps you bound to the Great Twilight. I want to release you from it. What? You can do that? I think so, if everything goes well. I found something in the spell book, the Tales of Ishmir. I can't know for sure, but in theory, it should work. I won't lie, it's going to be dangerous, but I believe it's a risk worth taking. I see. That's right, I'm willing to do anything. Now that Elite and Tower are safe, it doesn't matter if I get a little damage in the process. Alright, if you're sure, take a seat and I'll set it all up. This spell will allow me to project my astral body and enter your mind directly. The physical cause of the Great Twilight is in your heart, there's no doubt about it. But based on the information we have, I'd say it also linked to your soul. It sure feels that way. I'm going to try to find the root cause of the curse and separate it from you. Once that's done, your powers shouldn't get so out of control anymore. That sounds great and all, but what about you? If I get hurt, that's one thing, but I don't want anything to happen to you. There's no need to worry, I've done this before. You're the one who will be facing the most danger from this procedure. That's fine by me, I'm ready when you are. Okay, and now we bring our foreheads together. Can I get you to crouch down a bit? Like this? Now close your eyes. Mare Spiritus, Ocean of the Soul. Okay, Rin, stay calm. Take a deep breath and look into my eyes. Oh. Ist this my mind? Das ist auf jeden Fall eine sehr interessante. Ist sie nackt? Huh, pretty neat, right? I'm projecting the image back to you. And don't worry, I won't peek at any of your private memories. Well, thank you, but that's not what I'm worried about. Are you sure are you going to dive deeper from here? Yes, that's the plan. I'm going to make my way through the layers of your consciousness until I reach the depth of your soul. That's where I'll find the curse. What was that? Sehr interessantes Bonding-Event. No, it's too soon. It's got to be my pulse. Emma, get out of there. If you get caught now, it's all over. Don't worry. I knew this might happen. What? Sorry, Rin, I lied to you before. The spell. The danger it presents to you is practically negligible. I don't know. On the other hand, there's a chance my astral form could be completely destroyed. The history of the Hexen clan is the story of sacrifice after sacrifice. My mother was no different. Even Vita is carrying on the tradition in their own way. And now, it's my turn. Emma, stop! You didn't tell me any of this! This isn't what I wanted! Emma, ich bin sicher, dass sie sich hier nicht opfern wird, weil irgendwie interessant, wenn auch einmal ein Hauptcharakter in einem optionalen Zeit-Event weg wäre. My name is Emma Milstein. I'm the daughter of Isola, disciple of the Crimson Witch Rosalia. I will live up to my family name and protect those dear to me, no matter what the cost. No, stop this, right now! What, Rin, how did you... Rin, don't, you have no idea of the damage that could... Shut up, you're in no position to lecture me. Damn curse, get away from her. Ah! What just happened? That shouldn't have been possible. Emma. I'm disappointed. I thought you knew better than this. Do you have any idea how stupid that was? Rin, I had a feeling something wasn't right from the very beginning. If a spell like that really existed, Celine and Rosalia would have known, right? They'd have helped with it. Even Vita would have pitched in. This Tales of Isthmia book, no ordinary spell book, is it? Let me guess, it's full of dark magic so dangerous that it's forbidden by your clan. That's why you didn't say anything to Celine, and that's why you made some excuse to get Rosalia out of here. Huh. I can't believe you pulled one over on me like this. You're just really going to let me have it. How did you... Come on, how long have we known each other? I can tell when you're hiding something. I just had no idea you'd resort to such desperate measures. Emma, why did you even... How can you even ask me that, huh?
Because you're important to me, Rin.
You're more dear to me than anyone else I know. Isn't that reason enough to want to protect you?
Everything that happened has been my fault. If I was stronger, you wouldn't have been cursed, and Miriam would still be alive today. It was my duty to put an end to all this destruction, and I failed. Because of that, you and Jesus suffered so much pain. I was so scared. I thought I was going to lose you, but this was really the end. And I know you. If there's a chance for you to sacrifice yourself, you're going to take it. You might try to act cool so we won't worry, but I can think through it. And it got nothing to do with being a witch. Elise, we all know what you're thinking. You're just as bad as Crow. No, you're even worse. Did you really think I just stand idly by and let you throw your life away? Emma, Excuse me, I need some air. Emma, there you are. Emma, where are you going? What's the matter with you? Alright, Ween, what happened between you two? Judging by that forbidden grimoire, I'm guessing it's nothing good. So it's like this. I thought Emma was looking more than a little gloomy. Attempting a spell like this is rather extreme though. So it really was more dangerous than she let on? Yes, diving into others' consciousness is not something anyone should attempt lightly. That's even more true for a cursed soul like yours. Worst case scenario, it could have left her a soulless husk. This is all my fault. I should have paid more attention. I should have said something. Indeed, that's true. Hey, kinda get a little sympathy here. Silence, fool, and think about what you've done. In a way though, hearing about this is something of a relief. Huh? Emma's always been such a good, obedient child. This is the first time I can remember her caring about something enough to break the rules. Although that might just be because the mother always let her have her way when she was little. Oh my. The little darling that you were the one who inspired her to be more honest about her feelings. Though it only makes sense given how close you two have become. Ween, I know you must be upset, but try to be gentle with Emma. Consider her feelings. That's what a gentleman does. Rose, you started to show your age. Well, accuse me for still believing in good old-fashioned manners. Reden noch miteinander und das Ende des Events. Oh ne, die reden nochmal. Not sure how I'm going to process all of that. I wonder if Emma teleported back to a ship on her own. Oh. So what with the hat and glasses? Going back to your old look, I see. Ween, I have to apologize to you. I don't know what came over me. At the time I was blind to it, but now it's clear to me that I stepped far out of line. I could imagine how devastated you'd be if anything were to happen to me, and yet... Oh. Yeah, no need to hide behind these glasses anymore, right? I think you can see just as clearly without them. But not to say I don't find the bespectacled look really cute on you too. Cute? Emma, you truly go above and beyond to support me. You always have. You can lose sight of everything else because of it, but that just shows how much you care. I couldn't be more grateful to have you. Oh. If possible though, could you keep me in the know from now on? I tried to put on a brave face, but you've seen through that. It's true that I don't have much hope left for what to become of me. But I don't want to die. I want to continue on and not alone. I want to have my friend beside me. You especially, Emma.
Reen, I'm sorry for everything. Thank you.
The tension between them dissolved, as if the storm had finally passed. They returned to the ship, their hearts feeling much lighter. Das war ein interessantes Event. Ich weiß natürlich, in die Welt des Jonas gewesen wäre, aber es hat sich, glaube ich, gelohnt, dieses Event zu nehmen. So, das nächste, was wir machen, ist das. Allerdings werde ich vorher eine kurze Pause machen, weil ich habe dann doch gerade nochmal was Hunger bekommen. Mein Magen knurrt auch die ganze Zeit schon, deswegen. Kurze Pause. Ich schreibe euch in den BRB-Screen, wann ich wieder da bin. Wann ich in etwa wieder da werde. Bis gleich.